guys, welcome back to Clockwork Noodles for another breakdown of Shadow's House Season 2, Episode 10. There's only 2 episodes to go. I'm really sad. I really hope that we do get a third season. From what I can see right now, there is no mention of it, but I am praying to the anime gods that we get more of this anime because I have really enjoyed Season 2. Before we get going, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Very shortly, in about 2 weeks' time, I'm bringing you my end of season review, telling you my top 3 anime of the season. What have I really enjoyed? What has kind of let me down? Fun awards. Last time we had the Husbando Award. Are we going to have a similar award this season? I think so. Shortly after that video, I am releasing my full 2022 breakdown. What anime is coming our way to fill our screens over the festive period? What anime am I looking forward to watching? What anime am I breaking down on the channel? Everything going your way anime related. There is going to be a new feature next season, so make sure you tune in for that video just to see what I'm doing differently on the channel next season. Minor, but I think it might pave the way for the future. Fingers crossed that goes well. Let's get straight to it because we are currently on the run. And I was very shocked that throughout the entire scenario, not a single person wakes up. Nobody is going for a pee in the middle of the night and nobody is seeing a giant phantom walking around the grounds. It did make me wonder, why there were no watchtowers, no night patrols, no guards, no nothing. Sure, the grandfather is running a bit of a tight ship, so he's probably not expecting anybody to do such a thing, but you never know. There should be a night warden or somebody who just has to stay awake, check the grounds every so often. We do have veiled dolls who patrol the house, but what about the grounds? What happens if somebody tries to break in? I was completely shocked when Kate apparently had foreseen the attack on the living dolls, so she actually prepared them by having them have the mouth of water beforehand, so they must have just ran in there with a load of water in their mouths, sat there whilst Mary Rose was talking. I'm not 100% buying it because I'm very confused. There was quite a few scorchers. It did seem a bit strange that you just had to stand there. And I can't remember if either of the living dolls spoke during the exchange at all. Maybe they didn't. Perhaps I think it was mainly the shadows who get to do the talking and then they just watch. So I guess if that was the case, then maybe it's okay to keep a mouthful of water. I would hate to try and accidentally gulp it down because you're a little bit screwed at that point. I was a little bit confused to why they hadn't raised the alarm or anything, but it does seem that the plan was drawn up before they even went down to confront her, which makes sense. I am very impressed that you thought that far ahead, but you should never enter any situation without having a plan or a backup plan. Debating the actions that we have to take, we have 2 options. Turn her in, which is what we do actually go with at the end of the episode. It does mean that we're going to have them both being disposed. Now, if they did absolutely nothing, Kate would still be under suspicion. Probably get caught and then both be disposed of, so the result is the same. However, I did wonder if there was a chance for them to escape, climb up the wall with the phantom, maybe. That still doesn't change the fate of anybody inside the house though, so nothing changes. It didn't present us with great options. There were just 2 options to really take. At the end of the day, I do think maybe handing them in was the right thing to do. It allows Kate and her group to live another day to try and bring down the establishment, which is the same thing that Mary Rose wanted, but she just wanted some more time. Still very confused how nobody is woken up when both of our living dolls are running down the hallways, getting their heads off. And Miliko is pretty loud. She's shouting quite excitedly about the buns and confused because they don't run into any of the veiled dolls either. There's no veiled dolls on site. Absolutely nobody witnesses any of this event going down. I do love the voiceover for Pan when it comes from Miliko when she's talking about the secret weapon. That was nice. That was a very nice moment. I really enjoyed that. We do get some very interesting information about the water supplies to the house. The aqueduct system, it provides a fantastic efficient carrier for water, but it also provides that great protection from the scorchers as they're able to navigate their way through the gardens unharmed. Breadcrumb trail was quite nifty. I like it. Having Emilico having to think like Kate this week as well. Very impressive that these 2 are starting to get on the same wavelength. That's also scary that they're on the same wavelength because I have a feeling that's kind of the thing you need if you're going to go through the merging successfully. You'd need to be roughly on the same wavelength as each other. Clever switcheroo as well. Even more moments when we see Emilico really acting as Kate and thinking on the same level. It's a very clever trick and I'm very happy to see all of our characters swap clothing for a bit because I do like seeing Emilico in Kate's dress, even though it does make me nervous because it's going to be a cage for her if nothing changes because eventually she is going to be wearing that dress, but it won't be her piloting herself in that dress. Terrifying to think about. It's also really fun to see Kate as Emilico, and I did notice that all of the female designs in this anime, if there is a bow involved, the shadow will have a flower instead, mimicking where the bow would be on the human. Seeing Sean blush over Emilico is absolutely adorable. I really like it. If I have to ship anybody, one ship, it's probably those two. They're the ones that I really like together. I really enjoy seeing them together. It's probably a very standard ship of anything, but I do think they are cute together. The fact that it was actually her idea, her concern for Kate being cold walking in the water, that gave Sean the idea that we should all trade clothes, we should trade places, and we can then do a surprise attack because Mary Rose and Rosemary are not expecting the living dolls. They think they're down with the sickness. Oh, wow. I had to put that in. I just don't know why. I think at the end of the day, the true lesson, you have to trust your friends. There's some times where Kate on her own isn't simply enough. She needs to trust everybody around her, want the same thing, who will pull through for her. Obviously, if we can get the others unbrainwashed, even more people that will be on the same teams. Hopefully that will happen at some point. So we are handing Rosemary, Mary Rose over to the Starbearers. It's sad, but I don't actually think there was any other way around it. They were definitely testing Kate, and at least Kate succeeded in showing them that I definitely have the ability to carry your rebellion forward. I don't know if it's simply just going to get crushed, but they at least can hold a candle. I'm really sad because I have a feeling, I think I know what's going to happen to Rosemary and Mary Rose. Last week we did find out about the big drop. I can't get it out of my head, I don't like it. But they're obviously going to be answering their fates in the next episode. We have 2 episodes to go. This is it. It's going to end on a cliffhanger, and I think it is going to be a literal cliffhanger, which makes me very sad because it's been one hell of an episode, and it's all built up in these last few episodes to this big reveal. Now we have to hand Rosemary and Mary Rose over. Hopefully Kate has learned some valuable information from them, and she's able to make this sacrifice worth something. I really hope she's able to make it worth something. Rosemary and Mary Rose accepted their fate. They accept that they've done some bad things, like I even said that the bells are still being punished. There's people who got really sick because of their actions. They want the right thing. They definitely want the right thing, and you can't fault them for that. But the way you've gone about it is desperate and has resulted in good people getting hurt at the same times. It's just sad that they weren't able to do the same thing that Kate is doing. She has the friends, so maybe she will be able to succeed where Rosemary and Mary Rose failed. Another really good episode. There wasn't too much for me to say and remark on this week, but I did enjoy watching the episode. We're lining up for an ending now, at least a cliffhanger. I do think there's a lot more material that we can have, hopefully. So hopefully at some point we do get some more information. I can't remember if it was this video or Made in Abyss where you guys said that I can't expect the next season for a while, but I think it might have been Made in Abyss. I don't think I have too much concern, unless you guys are going to break my happy thoughts and go, no, actually, you're going to have to wait a little bit. I would like some more on this one. Made in Abyss I totally get. I think with that one, the year gap between those ones and how big a scale the project is, I get that. Hopefully we are going to be seeing these characters again at some point very soon. We still have 2 fantastic episodes lined up for us. I can't wait to break those 2 down with you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in each week. We are coming to the end of a season. It's really sad for me because this season has been really, really popular. Even though I've only had 3 videos going, 2 of those 3 have been super popular, and I'm very thankful for that because I really needed that after the month I've had, and it's been rough. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, seeing people listening to my thoughts when it comes to anime. That makes me very, very happy. So I hope I can continue to do that. I really hope that I see you guys again for another breakdown next season. I'm going to be breaking down 3 or 4 anime. I haven't decided how many I'm doing just yet. I think I roughly know what I'm breaking down. So I really hope that I've picked at least one anime that you guys are interested in, and I get to see you guys carry over to the next season. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.